today is my best friend. She's the kind of friend you can always count on to be there for you, whether you're in the mood for a good time or a good conversation. And she's most certainly the only person with whom I would miss my flight back home from spring break in Barcelona, because we stayed out clubbing all night, and then decided to go and wait 45 minutes for McDonald's to open. And who could calm me down from my hysteria of turning a $5 Mickey D's breakfast sandwich into a $500 ticket back home. So as luck would have it, this amazing, beautiful bride also happened to be my Kappa sorority sister, where we met freshman year, and we instantly connected, deciding within just half an hour to become roomies for our sophomore year. And we've been friends ever since. In fact, just a little over a year ago, Nicole was the maid of honor at my wedding. And I have to say that not only did she give an absolutely incredible, funny, and eloquent speech, but also, thank God, I get to go second and don't have to hold back on those embarrassing stories. So, let's begin. Nicole, here we go, okay. Nicole and I were not only great roommates, but we were great partners. We somehow convinced our third roommate to run for our sorority treasurer office that she didn't even want, so that she could just move out of her room and we can have it all to ourselves. And we really loved that round. It's there that I learned a lot about Nicole, things that would really make her a wonderful wife to fit. So the first thing is that she manages to find the fun in any situation. No matter where we were, before and after college, at a pub, a dirty old frat, or a club, she always brought her dance on. And people just really love being around Nicole. It's how she manages to attract a lot of great friends into her life. And I have to say, at the bachelorette party in New York City, her William and Mary Cornell friends meshed really well, and it got so wild that the police showed up. Don't worry, she doesn't have a record or anything. Second, I learned that she's very intelligent. Nicole not only got high grades in every class, but she also taught me a lot of things. The first is that a vodka shot goes on a lot easier if it's flavored. She also taught me something that saved me many headaches. We repeated this to ourselves numerous times. It goes like this: beer before liquor never felt thicker. Liquor before beer, you're in the clear. Third, Nicole plans ahead. About 8 years ago, we started this tradition with Jamie, Jules, and CalMed, where we each picked our favorite bottle of liquor and we signed it, and we promised each other that we'd open it when we got married. So Nicole, true to form, picked raspberry-flavored vodka, and we both wrote 37 and a half in our bottles to signify that if we reached that age and married, we would just open it and celebrate anyway. So I have no idea how we picked that age. It's kind of random, but fortunately, we opened it to Toast to True Love instead, and did so much earlier than apparently that dreaded 37 and a half. So speaking of that, we were still living in our Kappa room when Nicole met Fitz. We went to a party at Sigma Pi, sorry, my husband's friend. So Sigma Pi, and we met a lot of people that night, but the one that Nicole kept talking the most about the next day was Fitz. Right away, we could tell you're fun, kind, and full of charisma, and we immediately gave him that loving nickname, Fitzer. And Nicole started talking to him on AOL Instant Messenger. It was that long ago. So that she could finally hang out again. And so I also know that Nicole made an amazing impression on Fitz that first night, because just about a month ago I got my wedding video, and I was looking at all the messages everyone left us wishing us their best wishes, and Fitz's message was that he was so glad to meet me because it was also the same night that he met Nicole. And so Fitz and Nicole kept making plans to hang out together. Fitz once admitted to us that he always prepared to hang out with us by telling his Sigma Pi brothers, they're coming over, we gotta hang vodka. But kidding aside, Nick and Fitzer became the best of friends. They were inseparable and confided everything in each other. I could see how no one could make Nicole laugh like Fitz could, and I could see the love and compassion Nicole gave Fitz as he went through a very challenging personal time. Today, at the ceremony, both of you promised each other to stand together through good times and bad, but I think you had already made that commitment to each other a long time ago. And as you went through all those ups and downs in college, you both realized you found someone in each other that you can't live without. We could all see that the best of friendships had blossomed into the best of loves. You two know each other better than anyone, and you're perfect complements to one another. For example, Nicole has the better sense of style, and Fitz has the better sense to always agree. You went on many journeys together, figuratively and literally, as you moved all around together and you traveled abroad together. And you became, I think I can say this, way too educated together. To the grounds in this Beckwith. I bet that when you guys had your friends ask you what you thought Nicole and Fitz would be when they finished college, you didn't think to say, about 28 years old. Well, they're now the most educated couple I know, with a bachelor's, a master's, and a doctorate. So this is kind of like an addiction, you guys. So sorry to tell you, but it's time for you to enter the real life work. And as you begin work, you also begin your first year of marriage. So I have a couple things to give you to make that year a little bit more enjoyable. I'm going to set this up for everyone first. At the bachelorette party, I planned a question and answer game. Just kind of like the newlywed game to see how well Nick and Fitz know each other. And it was the most boring game we played because they answered almost every single question the exact same. But one thing I learned is that one of Fitz's pet peeves of Nicole is how she leaves her half-empty water bottles all over the apartment. And having lived with her, I'm well aware of this dysfunction. So you're not, I have a plan. Nicole, I'm going to give you this reusable water bottle. And to help you with your pet peeves of Fitz, I'm really sorry, but there's nothing I can give you to make watching Formula 1 racing enjoyable. I was considering a bottle of sleeping pills, but then I figured you'd fall asleep anyway. So just call me if you're still awake. I'll check with you. Seriously though, if there was ever an argument to be made for the idea of soulmates, for the idea of two people meant truly for one another, the argument in my eyes would be the two of you. Nicole's the happiest when the two of you are together, and Fitz, I have no doubt you'll continue to make her smile, laugh, and glow like that for the rest of your lives. You're the beat to her dance, the adventure to her travel, and the magic to her beloved Harry Potter world. And it is a testament to how well you really do know and love Nicole that you proposed to her in her favorite library, Cornell's A.U. Wright Library, out of all the libraries at all the schools. You do that, she was the most. So Nicole, I feel honored and privileged to stand here as your matron of honor, and Nicole and Fitz, I feel so lucky and thankful to have you in my life. You're both funny, brilliant, and really define the meaning of a true friend. You truly deserve this happiness, and I could not be more thrilled to watch you join your lives forever in marriage. So if everyone please would raise a glass, I would like to say congratulations to the happy couple. May the adventures you take and the life you build together cause you to happy your wedding day. Today you love each other. Happy wedding. Congratulations.